All right, today I'm going to show you how to use a Gorenje dishwasher. Right in front of me, I have a Gorenje dishwasher. And I'm going to show you how to use this. I'm going to go over how to load it, how to put detergent in it, how to start it, how to clean the filter, where to add salt to the Gorenje dishwasher, and all the above. We're going to go over that. But before we get started, could you give me a thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel? I'll appreciate it tremendously. All right, so let's get started. So I have the Gorenje dishwasher right here. It has built-in cabinetry on the outside. Okay, they customized it, but it is a Gorenje dishwasher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up the door of the Gorenje dishwasher. All right, so inside, you see right here, I'm going to go over it. We're going to look at the racks first, okay? So I'm going to pull them out. They have, in this one right here, there's 2 racks on here. All right, so I'm going to get down here and show you. I'm going to pull this one out, and you see right here, on this Gorenje dishwasher, pull these up right here. It actually has racks for putting the dishes in here. On the lower rack, I typically put some glasses and maybe some plates in here, and I do get away with putting pots in here. I do that. Some people don't like putting pots in their dishwasher, but I do. All right, so you load this up with dishes on the bottom right here, and this rack right here is for putting utensils in, like forks, spoons, knives, chopsticks. Well, I wouldn't put chopsticks in this one right here because they might seep through and prevent the Gorenje dishwasher from operating properly. So I put chopsticks perhaps up top. Okay, so I don't know what that sound is, but I'm going to keep on going. So in here you put the dishes right here, you put utensils right here, and on the second shelf, which I'll get to in a second, all right, right here you put some pots. On here, you can put pots. I typically put bowls up here, maybe some cups for coffee cups up here. Just put them down in there. And remember, we're talking about chopsticks. If you need chopsticks, I sometimes can place them right here. There are slots right here. If you have wine glasses, you can put right there. All right, so that's that for like loading them up. Now, with that being said, when you put in dishes inside of the Gorenje dishwasher, you want to make sure that the dishes aren't protruding too far high or low to a point to where it blocks the sprayer. These are sprayers. There's one up here. You see that? From rotating. These sprayers rotate and they clean your dishes. And you want to make sure nothing is obstructing these sprayers right here, or else you will not be able to get your dishes clean. All right. So we have that. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper. All right. We're going to go a little bit deeper. Right here is where salt is added. So say, for instance, you have hard water in your system, your place, you have hard water going in, and you need soft water because the hard water makes it difficult for your dishes to become clean. Well, you get the recommended salt that you are to add to your dishwasher, and you pour the salt down in there, and then you just take the cap and replace it just like that. All right, you see that? Replace the cap once you add the recommended salt to your Gorenje dishwasher. Next thing I'm going to show you is the filter. Now the filter is right here. Now the water recirculates inside of the dishwasher in order to wash your dishes. Okay. Now if you have food, it may get trapped in here. You want to any particles that you can pick up with your hand, pick them up, throw them away. Now, smaller particles get through here and they build up, and occasionally you'll have to remove this filter and clean it. And in order to do that, you just simply take this, I'm going to spin it counterclockwise, and then pull this up, and here is the filter. Now this filter isn't too bad right here, but when it gets clogged up with debris, I take a toothbrush, take it to the sink, take some dish soap, and I scrub this filter screen clean. It comes, you can detach this and you can clean it inside and out and get all of that grime, dirty grime, grit from off of this. Now, some of you may have hard water and you may get calcium buildup onto this. So what I do is, to remove the calcium buildup, is I first wash it, like I just said, with a toothbrush, and then I rinse it, and then take that same toothbrush, dip it in some white vinegar, and you could possibly use apple cider vinegar too, okay? And then I just brush it along the filter and it dissolves some of the calcium solids that are on here. All right, and after I do that, I go ahead and rinse this in the sink, and then I put everything back together, and then I take the filter, and then I come back down here, and then I turn this into place. All right, clockwise, and then I pull up on it to make sure it's securely in there, and then voila. All right, so after I load all the dishes inside of the Gorenje dishwasher, I'm gonna go ahead and push the drawers back in there, the shelves back in there. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I am going to add detergent and talk about the rinse aid. So down here, you have the rinse aid and detergent. All right, now it's important that you have rinse aid inside of the rinse aid compartment. Now you add rinse aid inside of this right here. You see down here, you add rinse aid in here. Now adding rinse aid will help dry your dishes. If you ever notice that your dishes do not get dry after doing a run inside of the dishwasher, it is probably because you don't have any rinse aid inside of here. And so all you have to do is add the rinse aid to here. And if you look in here closely, there is a max right here. It shows you like how much to put in. You don't put in more than that. And then also there is a little turning thing right here. And this shows how much rinse aid is going to be dispensed. If you have it at 4, more rinse aid is going to be dispensed during the cycle. If you have it 1, it's the least amount. And then you have 2 and 3 that you can make adjustments to. Now, if you have it at 4, you're probably going to run through rinse aid a lot more, but maybe you need it because you want your dishes extra dry. But that is a personal issue. And so after you add rinse aid to this, you're just going to take the top right here and put this back into place. All right, just put it back into place, make sure it's secure. And then you're going to add detergent. Now, if you come up here closely, you'll see that there's 2 compartments or 1 compartment for detergent. And there's levels to this, and there's 15 and 25. Now, you mostly deal with this when you're dealing with powder and liquid detergent. If you have a small load that you're putting in the dishwasher, you'll probably want to fill it up until 15. If it's a large load, you'll fill it up to 25. All right, so I'm using a tab. And so right here, I have a finish tab, which Gorenje recommends. It says your dishwasher manufacturer recommends finish. Okay, finished products. And so I have a finished products, not as in the country, but as in the company that produces these tabs. I'm going to take this tab, this finished tab, and then I'm going to place it in the detergent compartment. All you need is 1. And then I'm going to shut it just like this. Now, say, for instance, you want to take the tab out. You don't want to wash. Just simply come up here, press this button. It pops open. You can remove this and do whatever you want. All right. So I'm going to put that in there, close this. And then I am going to almost close the door of the dishwasher, but not yet, because the controls are up here for the Gorenje dishwasher. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the controls right here for the Gorenje dishwasher. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. And then to turn it on, you come over here to the left side. You see this button right here? This is the power button. Now, watch what happens when I press this. It turns on the power. Now, the default settings for this, it goes to eco right here, and right here. I'm not exactly sure what that is right there, but it goes to default settings. So right here, you have the settings. It is on eco, and that is at 44 degrees Celsius that it's doing this. Now, the eco mode is supposed to use the least amount of energy and water to wash your dishes. Now, I find in eco mode, for most washes, it actually cleans well. But not all washes does it clean really well, okay? So there's other options. And to get to those other options, you have these over here. And I'm going to go through them. Now, you get to these options by pressing this button right here. Press that button, and it goes to 40 degrees Celsius, and then the drip mode right here. So it's not out of eco mode, but it is right here on the 40 degrees. It takes it to this temperature right here. I'm guessing that is delicate. And then you press it again, it goes to this one right here, okay? And that's just a spraying down. This is the rinse right here. It doesn't have any heat whatsoever to it. It just rinses the dishes just for a wash, preparing for a wash later on. So I'm gonna press this button again, and it takes me to this. And this is what I use right here for a mixed variety of dishes. It takes it to 40 degrees right here. And this one right here, I just remembered, this right here is the quicker wash option right here. That's where the clock goes in right here. It's a quick wash. It gets your wash dishes clean, but not as clean as other options where it takes its time. So this right here is the normal wash where it has 40 degrees Celsius, washing your dishes right here. There's a cup, a glass, and a plate right here mix. Now, if you have pots in there, this is an intensive wash right here. Or if you have just dishes that are really down dirty, you go to this option right here. This option right here is a very hot option right here. It actually brings the temperature up to 60 degrees Celsius in order to wash the dishes. Now, with that said, we're going to go to other options over here. So right here is extra. So this right here, it delays the wash for up to 3 hours if I press it. If I press it again, it shows that it's going to delay the wash for 6 hours. Go to here, press it. It delays the wash for 9 hours. And then now it is off, just like that. And it's just a regular wash. Now to start the wash, all that I'm going to do is, once I have all these settings, I am going to shut it and it's going to start the wash. But I'm going to start it, but then I'm also going to show you how to reset the settings in order to do it all over again. Say, for instance, you want to drain the dishwasher because water's sitting in there, or you want to have different options. I'm going to show you that after I show you how it starts. So once I have all of these settings going on right here, I'm just going to go ahead and shut it. And the wash will start momentarily. All right. But in order to cancel the wash, I'll just go ahead and open this up. You see it's blinking right there. I can't change anything. I have to shut it again for it to wash. But to reset it, I just come over here, press and hold down this power button like that, and it is off. Turn it on, and I can go ahead and make a new selection just like that. Now that's how you use a Gorenje dishwasher. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks a lot for watching.